Oh yeah? Alright. Fuck, fine. Welcome back. Shut the fuck up. We got another episode. I can't even cuss. It don't matter. No, I was pointing at Connor. And his dumbass left. Welcome back to the episode. Let's just get dived into it. I wanted to talk to you about something because you're the only person I know who might know what I'm talking about. You get a little spiritual. Do you do psychedelics?
Yes.
Okay.
I love psychedelics.
I was just reading about this story.
We're not gonna introduce ourselves or do a
Alright, fuck me then. Let's do this. We in the room. You guys introduce yourself. We'll go when I'm around.
Sup, I'm Caleb.
Sup, it's Dom.
Where's Dustin?
It's Keith. Hi, it's Connor.
It's Abby.
All right, dope. All right, so get back on track. This guy who was so mushrooms are becoming a lot more like studied into like actually helping people. And this guy, he was seeing a lot of symptoms. He's like, okay, I think mushrooms will help me. What he did though was boil them and injected them into his bloodstream. So for the first day, you have mushrooms, you fucking having the time of your life. But the next few weeks, he starts having like nausea. His organs are shutting down. The mushrooms started growing in his bloodstream.
I heard about that.
The fungus was literally like going through his bloodstream, and like he had to be on ventilators for like weeks at a time as they try to flush out his blood that was infected, because if they put new blood in, fungus will easily go to it. But you can't have no blood. You know what I mean? You can't do a blood like oil change and just drain completely. But fuck, dude.
That's stupid. That is stupid. Why would you inject it?
I was wondering that too, because when I was reading that story, it kept thinking in my mind, like, that's not even how mushrooms work. You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck?
Because like your stomach acids and stuff like that, eat it and break it down.
It depends if you've eaten or not, but like the fastest they've kicked in for me was like 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and
that was
like,
fastest for me. So what I do,
eating.
What I do is I have a routine. So when I do mushrooms. I like to get myself in a happy mood, because if you're at a happy state in mind, you're going to have a happy trip. Yeah. So I start listening to music that puts me in a good mood. I watch movies or whatever. I've only done it like 4 times, but each time I stick to that routine, and I haven't had a bad trip.
Well, for psychedelics, I don't prefer mushrooms. I'd much prefer acid, but like mushrooms are fun. They're just exhausting.
Yes. Once you hit like 8 hours and you just want to go to bed and you can't, it sucks, dude. It's like hitting that peak of the high, like when you smoke weed, and then you're just at that the entire time, and you're just it is draining. No, it is draining, but at the same time, it is. It's helped me a lot with like depression and anxiety and stuff like that. That's why I like to do them sometimes. I'll do it and I'll be the happiest I've ever been for like 6 months.
That's interesting, because a lot of times you hear the opposite, where it's like people. They're getting used to that feeling, and it kind of fucks up their chemical balance. But like, I've never had that, and everyone I've known has never had that. It's just something you hear that could happen, and it's just like, well, you know what I mean? They say you can fucking smoke one marijuana and die, so
yeah, exactly. I mean, every time that I've done it, I usually try to surround myself around people that I can enjoy to be around for 8 hours at a time.
I'll tell this. Do I want to tell this story?
That narrows it down. My whole thing is like, if it. Like going back to the guy who injected it. Himself. Like, I understand the thought process of, it's right in my bloodstream then, but.
What kind of other drugs do you think he does?
For real,
if he's injecting it.
Yeah.
Especially if you know to boil it to get the water, if you knew like, this is gonna work if I boil it to get the chemicals.
I've heard of people like doing like teas and stuff like that, but injecting
tea.
it.
I have heard tea.
I know a couple people that's their preferred way to do shrooms. Otherwise, I just know people will be eating it with peanut butter.
Well, I eat it with orange juice because it intensifies.
Yeah, I've heard
intensifies
that.
it.
I haven't tried that yet.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
It really is. It makes it kick in faster too.
Dude, I heard that even mangoes. I haven't experimented with this yet, but apparently mangoes will help activate THC better as well. So if you eat a mango like an hour before you do anything, like smoke, fucking a dab, you're gonna get higher. I'm like, well, the nigga like
your tolerance, right?
Apparently. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. It's a fucking freeway, like a 2-for-1 joint.
I hope somebody fact checks this while they're listening.
No. Because as I've said before, what I say is true. It don't matter if it's not. My opinion's always right. Now, I say this all the time. I'm an idiot. I don't have like research to show anything. I just have opinions. You know?
Exactly. And if someone corrects me on it, then I look into it.
Thank you. There's so much like people aren't open minded, like because I hate this generation. I'm about to get canceled. I'm fucking swearing. No, not yet. I'm not high yet, so I can't say stupid shit. But No, people have this like weird thing of, I read a headline and now I'm going to assume it's true and share this fucking ridiculous thing like Biden's eating babies. It's like, you're not going to look into that before you share something ridiculous like this?
Dude, I'll share it, but like if someone fact checks me, then I'll correct myself.
But no, that's what I would say. Like even people aren't even willing to admit that they're wrong.
Yeah,
that's a big thing.
Too.
You got to be able to be like, yep, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, we talked about this when we were talking about the MLK assassination, suicide letter.
Oh, yeah. You want to hop into that conspiracy?
Yeah, sure. So there was a letter received that Martin Luther King received, Jr., I should say.
Junior.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. He received a letter, and it was written from the perspective of a black man saying that we know that you're an adulterer, that you're not a holy man. I'm never going to refer to you as a doctor or reverend or any of that. And he's like, there's only one thing you can do, which is very open-ended. So when I read this article, the reason I clicked on it is because it's like FBI tried talking him into killing himself. I was just like, okay, let me look into this. It's open-ended. Like, it was either kill yourself, step down, revoke everything you're saying, like something. So all of it was negative. And it was all because they thought he was a communist and he was the most powerful black man in America. And they found it and they linked it to the FBI's the investigation that they launched on him.
I thought the CIA was
letter, and it's like on the back says a copy of from FBI.
I can't remember how they already like.
No, I know for a fact it's been proven it's written from the FBI.
Oh yeah, no. But I'm saying one of Martin Luther King's Jr.'s, one of his close friends that was in his group of people he trusted. Mm-hmm. They right off the bat was like, oh, this looks like it's not even like written, like this isn't sincere. So it's somebody who has this information, but they're using it against us. It's not someone that's like was standing with us or anything like that. But yeah, so I saw that article and I shared it because I was like,
here's the thing. That I feel like would have been shocking news, but like people tell each other right now, kill yourself all the time. You know what I mean? But in the 40s or whatever this was, I don't know. I wasn't alive.
It was more taboo.
Oh, what? I'm a black man. I'm supposed to know when MLK was alive and when the civil rights was. Sorry.
No, listen. That's the
when did you get white privilege? You know what I mean? What's your white history?
Was it like
you don't know?
1999.
I'm a 2000. Yeah, no.
Pre 9/11. There you go. That's a good one.
But no, that's just crazy to me that a lot of people don't know it. One, but like you were saying with articles and sharing it, stuff, I made sure I looked into that because that's a crazy thing to just say, right?
Yeah, for real.
So I looked into that before I just went ahead and shared it, and I see what you're saying all the time, where people are like, "Oh." I see what you're saying. I wish we had a camera.
I know.
I see what you're saying all the time.
I'm sorry. This is a fucking budget podcast. Maybe if I get a next stimulus check, which I never get them because I'm a fucking student. Fuck this government. See, that's what I hear, but my mom still claims me. Claimed me.
I'm independent. I got mine.
Sorry, all fucking independent.
And I'm a student.
Countries over here.
Well, I didn't get my kid on mine.
Nah.
Yeah.
Did she?
Big rip.
Did she?
No, I claimed him on taxes. Big rip.
You still didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe this year you will. Not joking, because like he was just saying, a lot of people who didn't get it the first time are getting a lot of what they're calling the stimulus rebate during taxes.
Yeah,
maybe
a stimulus credit.
Oh yeah, it's credit.
Yeah, like they're bringing it back to you because they passed a bill that like changed the requirements.
Oh, you're gonna want to hear this. What do you feel about So they're about to in this new stimulus plan. They're going to be expanding on the unemployment. Well, on the one they're trying to increase right now and get passed. There's a plan in there for unemployment benefits to get increased to $300 to $400 a week. And you will now qualify if you quit your job because you have the right to protect your health during the pandemic.
If you quit your job.
To still get the $400. And that's $400 a week on top of what unemployment is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but see in my case or whatever, I broke my arm outside of work. And they're going to hire me right back. So they don't want to, I'm not quitting my job. I'm out of my own retirement.
But I'm saying,
so that's what sucked for me. So I got to figure out money. I mean, I have a little bit of saved up, but see.
What they're doing, it's not going, so they're expanding how they would have applied for this because the extra money a week, it's under the Pandemic Assistance Act. And to get that, you had to apply for unemployment. Now they're going to make it so to get that, you just have to sign up. You know what I mean? Even if you're like, you don't have to prove that you're shown for a job still like you would be with unemployment because you have the right to protect your health, which I think is an interesting argument, but
I mean, people are going to abuse that too.
that's what I was going to say. Easily, because like I'm telling you right now, we're going to have a conversation with my boss. You know what I mean? I'll say I'll still come to work, just fucking fire me, and I'll work as an intern and get unemployment, fucking get paid by the government, sell packs, fucking buy some, make real money like that. Fucking, and then we'll fucking get into the camera field and, but I'd like to keep this completely mobile. That way I don't want to invest in like a heavy duty camera that I have to worry about and shit and like carrying. It's all heavy, but there's these nice camera setups I've got in mind for this.
So back to the psychedelic conversation.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So what do you
just like acid, everything comes full circle. I don't know if you ever realize that on acid, but like
I've never done acid. So
I always feel like I'm finding patterns. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. You are seeing patterns constantly.
Well, not like patterns in life.
Life is
Okay.
a pattern.
Patterns in life. And it's just weird. It's hard to explain that feeling, man. Where like you're like nothing's real. Nothing's fucking real.
Your brain automatically wants to look for patterns anyways. So I'm sure while it's on the stage,
So we live in the Matrix.
I mean, yeah, but
We're living a simulation.
Okay.
hey, why is the
think so?
You guys
uncanny
wanna order
valley
pizza?
thing?
What?
Order
What?
fuck off.
I said, why is the uncanny valley a thing? That's your
I don't know
brain.
what that is.
It's your brain.
Is that where it's
It's almost human-like, but it's not enough, so your brain doesn't like it. It gets discomfort from
okay,
it.
I do know what
It's
you're
like
talking
CGI, like bad CGI. Your
Mhm.
brain like kind of hates it, and it'll pick up on it like that. So why is it programmed to recognize and like kind of find discomfort from something that's almost human?
because you want to get real.
Let's get real.
All right. Oh man, I don't know if anyone's religious in this room, so I apologize.
Caleb is.
Okay, then I'm not attacking
Abby
religion.
is.
I'm not attacking
Not
anything.
this.
I'm not attacking anything. I'm just saying, in this life, there's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of like chaoticness.
What does that have to do with religion? Yeah, that's pretty.
Okay, well, I won't get into that aspect of it.
No, get into it.
No, I'm not gonna get into it
I
because
want to hear your bad view. No.
Yeah, I promise.
I won't cancel you.
Everyone's allowed a bad take every now and then.
Hot takes too.
okay. Well, fuck it. I'll say it. Okay, it's not. I don't know how to say this without getting canceled.
Put the scarf on.
Okay, so this is what it is, for my opinion, and it's. I group in astrology with this, so you can see this how you want.
I'm a Libra.
Right. Okay. Like I said, there's a lot of unknowingness, and that's a lot of people don't like that. Just like you were saying, our brains aren't meant to not understand something, and we're going to try to relate it as close as we can.
Yeah.
And so when there's stuff that we don't know, and like unknowingness, we try to relate it or find an answer to it. And that's why I feel like astrology, religion, it's not necessarily the answer, but it helps people cope with the idea that this world has nothing promised to you. You know what I mean? Like this house could explode right now because of a bad water heater or whatever it is, because Dominic fixed it. And it's like, next thing you know, we're fucking dead. And no one would fucking like. It's like, why'd it happen? It's like, well, there was no reason. You know, it was just a fuck up. But
they wouldn't be able to prove it, so they just.
And there's
it was
there's COVID, right? We all 6 died of COVID, actually.
But for real, I hate when people hate on religion because just because I don't really believe, like
I don't say I don't believe. I just don't know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And
like,
so the whole thing is like, I think when people hate on religion, I'm like, why? Because all it is
but okay,
something that can help people get through their day sometimes.
If we want to get into that, there's definitely a different caliber of religious people because
I don't
in
like
general,
extremists, so.
in general, anyone who thinks they're better than anyone for any reason is already in the wrong. And to try to say I'm a super Christian and fuck you for being gay, it's like, no, fuck you for saying that in the first place. Let people live their life how they're gonna. You know what I mean? I may not understand it, and I may not like PDA. We were talking about this a while ago. Like,
I'm gonna get Caleb canceled real quick. When we were watching that movie the other day, or that show, the show the other day, the two gay guys were kissing. Were you uncomfortable?
I mean,
okay,
a little bit because I'm like, I don't know, that's not who I would kiss.
But I would get uncomfortable, but I would also get uncomfortable if it's like a straight sex scene. You know what I mean? Because in reality, a sex scene.
I get just as uncomfortable if there's.
Think about it. A sex scene in a movie, a TV show, it does nothing to further the plot.
Riley Reid. A sex scene with Riley Reid.
On
Would
the
you
movie,
be uncomfortable as two women?
in a movie?
In anything.
Well, time out. I don't say I don't watch porn, okay? Because there's a time and a place. But like for a movie, it seems ridiculous to have nudity in it because it's like
It's just plot.
this
plot
doesn't
fillers.
do anything for the plot,
Actual plot.
the actual story. You know,
Filler.
sometimes
They
they
just throw
can.
it in for
Filler
some
episodes.
titties.
That's what I'm saying, man. And you're like, oh,
Let me tell
I
you.
do want to watch
Filler
Game of Thrones.
episodes.
I was gonna say if you're getting ready for a movie and you're like, I don't know if I want to watch it or not, they're like Jennifer Aniston walks butt naked across the kitchen in one scene. It's like okay.
Okay.
But why
so you know
would
what
that be
makes
the
me
selling
uncomfortable?
point?
You know
I'll
what
just go
makes me
fucking look up
uncomfortable?
the clip. You know,
Grey's
You know what
Anatomy.
makes me
Grey's
uncomfortable?
Anatomy's
So, like,
garbage
when,
because all it is doctors having
like
sex.
a
with
scary
for
movie
8
throws
seasons.
in
I
like
prefer
a rape
Scrubs.
I prefer Scrubs too.
Yeah, I said when like a scary movie throws in a rape scene or whatever.
Jesus, not the R word.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Those make me.
No, he's got like that shit. I don't know why they even put it in movies. I agree with them.
That's
Like-
enough for me to turn
like-
off the movie.
Most-
I
yeah,
can't do
like,
that shit. There's no
I-
reason that should ever.
Or
Like, we
even
were watching Gerald's Game the other day. The beginning of it.
Oh, what?
Gerald's Game. It's on Netflix. It's a Stephen King book into a movie, and obviously that guy's got issues anyways. But like,
what makes you say that? Do you know him? You didn't know his
him?
story, so fuck
You ever
off.
seen Those That
Yeah, a
Lies?
lot of cocaine. I know there's a lot of cocaine.
That was the first movie that I actually.
I turned off that movie.
I
That's
cringed.
the first movie I've ever turned off because
It was like deformed people.
It
raping.
sounds scary.
it's
you know?
incest and rape and murder and like they
It's like
burned the
deformed
dad
people.
alive.
How many
and
Jonah Hill
it's-
cameos?
What
I mean,
movie
Jonah
are you
Hill
talking
came
about,
out.
Connor?
I don't even think
The
he was
Hills
a
Have
thing
Eyes.
yet.
Not for me.
Oh,
He wasn't even a thing yet.
It's
For real?
so bad.
That was like an old movie?
Early 2000s.
Maybe late 90s.
Maybe.
But anyways,
Distasteful movie.
very.
I can't believe it got a sequel.
But no, we were watching. Yeah, I haven't even watched
Never
that.
did either.
But
I mean, so
no,
did Hangovers.
we were watching.
We got a whole trilogy.
Gerald's Game.
Better than Star Wars trilogy.
He's trying to act like like BDSM. They put his wife's wrist in some what the fuck are they called, handcuffs, right?
we're straight this time.
And he immediately like switches his personality and is like, "Oh, we're just role playing." But she's like, "Oh, I'm not into it. I'm not into it." And they didn't have a safe word or anything, so like it gets really uncomfortable.
First problem
really
right
quick.
there.
It
You got
gets-
caught lacking.
Exactly, but it gets really uncomfortable really quick.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I feel that way only to like those type of scenes in movies.
Now,
Like, sex
check
scenes in
this
general, I just don't.
Check this out. If it was a gay rape scene, would you be more uncomfortable or the same amount of comfortable or less comfortable?
I'd still
I'd
be
be
Because
just
I could
as
be that
uncomfortable.
person.
Oh,
that's getting gay
So it's
raped.
more relatable. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it'd be
Okay,
just as
that's a
uncomfortable.
fair point. I've never thought
is
of
it
that.
though?
Raping somebody already in
Well,
general is
it
just
is.
kind of.
Well, I was assuming
But I'm
you'd be
saying,
on the
like-
receiving end of the rape.
I'd be
Well,
uncomfortable.
actually, time out.
either
I wasn't
way.
picturing us in the rape at all. I was
that's
picturing.
not what he's saying.
It
Yeah,
shouldn't
he's
even
not-
happen.
He's not saying he's picturing us as any character, but Caleb is saying the reason that a gay one makes it more uncomfortable for him is because he can relate to it in the fact that he's a man and that could be him.
And
You don't think
don't
of
go
it.
to jail.
Yeah, because I feel
Don't go
like
to
it would be
jail.
the
Stop
same
playing
amount of like uncomfortable. Like I'm a
Just
girl,
rape in
so-
general is weird to me, but like,
Well, yeah, but
that's a weird ass sentence that I've even said.
I know
Okay.
what you mean though.
Okay, but like I understand what Dom's saying.
Like,
In
okay.
movies, it is enough for me to like want to turn off.
Or even when you have like the scripted forced porn videos, it's like
I
now
don't
I'm
like
soft.
those.
I don't even want to fucking. You know what I
Watch
mean? I'm
those?
fucking. No, that's what I'm saying.
It's like when it's
you
on
get
the
caught
recommend,
lacking.
like when it's on the front page. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
For real, fucking.
You're like, damn, 13 million other people really have issues.
That's true though. Man, you ever get to a point where you can't even go to a website anymore? You done seen all the videos?
I haven't been through that.
I
Usually
deleted
sit
so
up and-
many I've already-
2016 was a different Connor.
2016.
Yeah, 2016 Connor was going through
That was
it.
my best year.
He was down tremendous.
Between 2016 and
winter
2018.
into 2017.
2016, 2018, that down was
summer of
reckless.
2016.
A whole 2 years.
Yeah,
24
dude,
months.
That
Benders?
was
24
crazy.
months.
That's a long time.
But
But
I was partying all the time, never home, sleeping around.
There's
just
a
having
good-
the time of my life.
year and a half, I don't remember, so I can't
Yeah.
say much. But and then Connor's over here being stingy with the coin as if I am. Nah, never mind.
It's not mine to give away, but I'm gonna keep it.
You said you found it at the house. Who is it? You come back
He
for
moved
it?
to Colorado.
That's fair.
No, that is really fair though. I ain't playing like that. I don't really want it. Plus, it's probably got some bad vibes on it, to be honest.
I know, that's why I leave it. I don't touch it. I leave it in a couple. That's why I found it.
And if I'm also being honest, I think I lost it. Unless it's in the couple.
He's gonna post it on his story, right?
You're gonna see it on the chain, motherfucker.
Yeah. Look at the new chair.
No, it's gotta be around here, maybe under the laptop. I don't know.
It's gotta be somewhere. That's not that.
I gotta find it right now,
You'll
but
find
you
it.
know
I
what I
just
mean.
flipped it out to Keith's car.
He's like, I keep looking at the charger real quick.
I promise, it ain't in the pockets either. That's
I
it.
didn't think it was.
I know,
Flip
I
the
know.
kitty up.
but your eyes did. I'm just joking. Got a little racism behind them. Okay, so on Instagram, I follow this page called Just Rap. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think
Dude.
I know their Twitter page.
They share. It's funny because I keep freaking out about it. Everything they post, it's anything news besides related to rap news, and it's starting to piss me off.
It's like
You mean,
IGN.
Are you saying
IGN's getting worse too. Every time I get on there, it's fucking like
Movies?
nothing related to video games. It's like, why did I even come here then?
so? I can understand them doing like pop culture
No. Okay, so check this out. Well, this is a good topic
for
too.
the most part. Like when they're talking about movie trailers being released and stuff, like I understand that. That's the furthest that I'll allow them to go without being like, damn. But as soon as you start adding some other stuff, a woman discovered pictures of a young woman and her husband. So she stabbed him in rage. The woman in the pictures was her, and that's on the rap page.
So basically, she found an old picture with her husband, and she's like, "Oh, you fucking cheated on me with this bitch." Stabbed him. Turns out it was just her. She didn't recognize herself because she got so.
But this
fucking-
rap page is reporting it.
for real. So like,
Is he even a rapper? Or is she a rapper?
no.
It's
Oh,
Nothing
just
related.
random people. It just says a woman, young woman.
But it gets
Man,
more
husband.
ridiculous, bro. Like so there's this one story they shared about how there's this scientist. He's offering like a $5 million pool reward if you can prove there's consciousness after death.
I did see that.
But it's like, okay, first off, what the fuck am I reading, and why is this on this rap page? You know,
I'm interested though.
how do you prove that? You can't prove consciousness. That'd be
No.
trying to prove that your
Otherwise, I
soul
would've already
exists,
done-
and that's something that can't be proven.
Not
It'd
yet.
be like
As
a
of
Not
100
yet.
ending.
As of
That's true. Okay, so back to what you were saying, the simulation theory. I know that was probably a joke, but the simulation theory,
No.
the only part that is like feasible, like why people dismiss it, is because it's so out of this world that a civilization has that technology possible. But if that was given a fact, you know, like, oh, we could run a simulation, the rest of the universe shows that we have signs that point to it being in a simulation. More than a 70% chance.
Elon Musk actually
If
talked about
it was
that.
possible for that technology to exist. So it's like, okay, we don't know what other
Everything is
civilizations
too
would look like millions of years from now. I'm one of those believers that we're not alone in this universe. That's fucking
oh,
impossible.
that's stupid.
You know?
that you're alone.
What
Flat
is
earthers
Federation,
crack me
boy?
up.
What
the
if-
I
only
love-
reason we'd be alone is if it was a simulation. And I'm just saying, bro, we've seen 8 planets. Ain't no one got no niggas on them yet. So, you know.
But the
Who's the
CIA
best?
did. Hey, but the CIA did release a bunch of files of aliens and all that when the Epstein files and shit were coming out.
And then this is even better. So, when 2021 came into effect, there was a law with the first stimulus plan that government has 180 days to disclose any information about UFOs, extraterrestrial aliens that they have. So if they like see a UFO crash, they now have 180 days before they have to brief the like press and public about it.
Fucking
But-
Hawaii.
Check this out though. I know the Hawaii one, I'll bring that up. But this also includes all information they had already. So they have 180 days since the beginning of January before they disclose everything they have. And it's like they've already been trickling it out. We've seen it. And it's like
It's half a year. I saw your eyes calculating.
Right,
It's half a
right.
year.
30 divided by 6. No, that ain't right.
It's 365 days in a year.
Oh, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, it's half a year. But, so the one in Hawaii, I got to see this if I
Thanks,
can pull it up.
Vanderbilt.
In Hawaii, there was a UFO. And it doesn't necessarily mean aliens when I say UFO. You know what I mean?
Unexplained.
Unidentified flying
Exactly.
object.
But check this shit, bro. It was just blue object.
It's a blue light.
It was a
It's
blue bar.
nighttime.
Like, this was caught on video. Of course, you got the ghetto black people, so you know it's real. Like, oh, hell! You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck's in the sky? And then it drops into the ocean. Now, check
Maybe
this
it was
out.
a light beam.
We have the federal government searching the ocean for this because they don't know what was in the sky moving so fast, standing over one of the Hawaii Islands, and then just drops into the ocean.
That's what the videos that the Pentagon released, I think it was last year, of 2 UFOs. They looked exactly like that, the same sort of pill shape.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Okay, but you
And
also
then,
think
but
in
at
mind,
the
like,
same time, this also baffles me that the ocean's
saw
only
that.
been only 5% of the ocean has been discovered.
Yeah, well, see, that's the
That's
I
thing.
thought it
scary.
was 10%.
What are we afraid of?
It's
Megalodon,
first
bro.
off, the ocean is so
Megalodon.
fucking terrifying. I don't understand how people want to explore.
Okay, yeah, hang on. Me and Dustin. So Dustin came over yesterday, and we were just talking for hours. And when he showed up, I was watching a video of this guy who was living on his jet ski, island hopping off the coast of Australia for 3 days.
Yeah.
And Dustin's like, first off, you gotta turn this off.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? He goes, nah, that's too much ocean.
Yeah.
Those were his words. That's too much ocean.
The ocean's beautiful. It's nice, but I ain't gonna be a fucking fuck nigga to go fucking explore it. Like I'm an idiot.
Are you?
I don't know
one-
what's in
hang on.
there.
Are you my friend who's like one of his greatest fears of all time is whales?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I have a theory. More of a
Whales are
nightmare.
cool.
More of a nightmare. But if whales,
They have protobones.
they could. Yes, they're evolving, and then
No,
all
they
they have to
already
do-
evolved. Like I'm
they're
telling you.
evolving.
I think because
still.
they're
You can't tell me they're not evolving because you ain't gonna be around
Every
to see
species
it.
is evolving.
Exactly.
No,
but
listen.
it's showing signs they're getting legs. And if they get legs, they can come on land. And
Their
if that
body-
happens, we're just
That's-
fucked. Do you understand
You see
that?
that big ass body?
Yeah.
What are those legs
Their
gonna
body
be doing?
can't support.
As if I'm not out here walking around like, what? They fucking adapt.
Listen,
You got little fucking beefy take legs, I guess.
they get all terrain.
That's terrible.
No, I have a question though. Do you
Fat
believe that
alligators.
Megalodon is still real?
See, I don't know, but it's fucking terrifying. You know what I mean? What
And,
if it
okay,
is?
so
I don't
I
need to
just,
be
I just
caught
read
out.
up on this too. Okay, so in Antarctica,
Mm.
all right, they just drilled into this this underground, right? And that's where it fucking all starts off bad. All right, they just
Thank
start.
you.
That's like
Thank
thing.
you.
Okay,
You
And-
fucking wake up some demons you didn't know were there.
okay, exactly. And they found 9-meter long worms.
I felt like from SpongeBob fucking.
Yeah, they kind of
Worm.
the way they so you know fishing lures, you know
Yeah.
they use for bass fishing and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's what they kind of they described them that they
Okay.
look like.
Okay.
But imagine
9 meters.
Yeah.
Okay, for our
For
American
meter,
listeners,
about
a
27
1
feet.
meter is 3
It's
feet.
about 27 feet.
27
Yeah.
feet. That's what is that? About
and then
5
there's and then there's a
Dustins.
bunch of so that lake has been
There's like
enclosed
another
for millions of years. So these life forms are still surviving down there. Who knows who they're gonna unleash?
Dude, that's
I'm
what
looking at a
saying.
photo of an 8-meter long worm, deep sea worm, and what Connor just said.
Is it looks like when you nut in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Even shit that's real, like the giant squids, like go fuck off. I don't need to see this shit in real life. You know what I mean?
Imagine that thing wrapping itself around you.
You ever watch
Like-
Prometheus?
Hell
Look
no.
at
Little
some of the
snake
marks
that
that the
grabs his
whales have on them.
Fucking break the-
Like, have you seen like?
Yeah, when they fucking get attacked by a squid because they fucking
So
suck
I
on
went
them.
to the
They
the
drink
house on the rock.
Giant squids have barbs. Ribs. They have barbs in their tentacles that hook on. Fun fact.
Yeah, so I went to
Grip.
the house on the rock up
I
in
got that giant
Wisconsin,
squid
and they had a giant squid on top of a life-size giant squid and a life-sized whale, like them just attacking, which was kind of wicked. It's just a perspective to look at. Their eyes are the fucking size of me. Like,
Man, bro. Oh man, I gotta tell this story, but I don't know if
Just
I'm
for our
ready to tell this
non-American
story.
listeners, Dom's about 2.5 meters.
No, that's a.
That's not even accurate. That'd
Nah,
be taller than me.
Okay, Corey. Oh fuck! Yeah, we didn't say his last name. Fuck him though. To be honest. No! I take it back.
I'm leaking this.
Just fucking goddamn it! I'm sorry. I know like 10 Corys though, so they can't even pin me down. You know.
You said
they're
one
all
post-
gonna
you
attack
said
you at
one-
once.
hey,
They're gonna
you-
start a group
you
chat.
laughed after that one post I shared.
I don't know if you collect the evidence of
I did.
height of how you're just.
Shut up.
All right.
All right.
I keep the signs.
Chill. Okay, detective niggas. Okay, fucking getting the case back out.
It's elementary.
Oh,
Fucking-
easy, people.
I got 8 years on the statute of limitation.
People. Call me coffee.
Okay. Oh, it's about time for ad break. These. Oh shit.
Whoop.
All right, we're back. All right.
Welcome back, guys.
All right. So off camera, we're talking about dolphins. First off, fuck dolphins. I don't know if you like.
There are many
dolphins.
whales.
Well, they're terrifying. They literally rape people. Do you understand that? Like dolphins
Have
rape
you seen
people.
the video?
They
Okay, fun-
communicate and everything. They're
Real
very
quick,
smart
real for real.
species.
They're okay. Yeah, they're
I think they're the ones telling whales what to do. You know, the little fucking 1-2 combo. Fucking because dolphins are
They're the masterminds.
Okay, so one time.
whales aren't big enough, or dolphins aren't big enough, but whales aren't smart enough. So dolphins are telling the
I don't know
whales.
if I've
what
already
to
said
do.
the story on here,
It's
but
like an
like
empire.
one time I swam with a dolphin once.
You
and
did?
It was terrible
It
in
raped you?
Mexico. And with Kyle, and like his family and a couple other people, right? Yeah, I ain't gonna be the one to be like, yeah, let's go fucking swim with dolphins. I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. This dolphin was a war vet, bro. He had fucking scars. He had one eye, an eye patch underwater. I'm like, nigga, what? And so this, first off, dolphin's taller than me. It's like 9 foot long. I didn't realize how big they were in person, you know? So I'm getting there. I'm terrified. Literally pissing in the ocean. Don't matter, though. We're in the ocean.
Yeah, he's drinking.
And he's pissed now that I'm pissing in his home, you know?
Oh, I thought he was pissing.
No, I was.
You can smell it.
He can smell the fear, bro.
And so, like,
you can smell the fear.
They have, like, this little place enclosed. And so I'm in this part where it's shallow. And the dolphin's right here. He's like, grab right here, the fin, right? At the very top. And my hands are fucking huge. They don't fit on it properly. And they're like, you can't put him at the bottom of it because that's close to the blowhole. If you touch it, he will bite you. And he smashed the dolphin. He I'm getting carried off. I'm like, what'd you say? I'm like fucking terrified now because I'm in the part of the ocean I can't touch on a fucking dolphin that's just got told he's going to bite me, you know?
All Dustin was, it'll bite you.
For real. So I'm freaking out as this dolphin's probably going 2 miles an hour in the ocean. It's taking me around.
That shit didn't carry you off somewhere.
People are trying to get photos, but I look terrified. And I get one lap, get back. I let go immediately once I could touch the ground. And they're like, you can do multiple laps. I'm like, no, I'm out. I got to get out of this ocean right fucking now. This dolphin's looking at me like he's taking me home. You know? I'm like, no.
He's about to make love to you tonight, man.
He's about to take you to a whirlpool, dude.
For real.
He's about to give you a swirly, bro. He's about to piss on you.
He's like, I like it in the blowhole. Don't listen to the instructor.
Dude, but no, he looked pissed. And it's sad because I'm guessing the stars are from training them to do that. You know what I mean?
Maybe not like with that.
Or it might have been a rescue from SeaWorld.
So you know what's fucked up is how they get the
Fuck
dolphins.
SeaWorld. I'll say that on camera.
Fuck SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Honestly, have you watched
Free the whales?
Yeah, I'm about to pull a full Steve-O. All right.
Are we talking about 2nd Street, like the bar? Oh, you mean SeaWorld still? Okay.
Well, what shit are you trying to throw now?
I'm just fucking.
Say some names.
False repping.
Let me hear you call it straight.
False repping.
I know you ain't roll the gang.
But like I was saying, so like over in like I think China and Japan and shit like that,
yes, sir.
they'll round them all up and they'll just slaughter them and they'll eat them.
Oh,
and then SeaWorld, they come in and they pick and choose which ones they want.
It was under your foot, but I found it.
They're all getting
it was
slaughtered.
you dropped it. Sorry, but no. But to further expand upon that, I make that joke. You watch South Park at all?
Yeah.
They touched on that about how Japan was always killing the whales, and they do it satirically, which I find funny. Fuck you, dolphin or whale, because what they say.
Mongolians.
In South Park, how they said why Japan was always killing dolphins and whales is because the United States told them that dolphins and whales were the ones who dropped the bomb. I was like, okay. So they got the Japanese, fuck you, dolphin and a whale. You know, just out there murdering them. Oh, shit. What a time to be alive. This new season of South Park is going to be wild. Last year's was wild, too. Not pandemic South Park.
Going?
And they always, it's so wild because when they drop them, now it's on HBO. That's why I had to buy it. I was like, well,
so I got Amazon.
Plus HBO's. You got HBO though?
Yeah.
Because the movies like Kong, you don't even gotta go to theater. It's going straight to HBO.
Oh yeah, the fucking theaters are going.
Yeah, Donkey Kong versus Lizard Man is.
When those niggas say you can rent the whole theater room for $100 and bring whatever you want, it's like, yeah, y'all struggling. You know?
Bring in a PS5.
They said you can fuck, just clean afterwards.
We got those reclining chairs now.
PS5, you hand it to Gannon, he hook it up in the back. Shit, that's something.
I do want to get a home theater in my own house though.
Yeah, because you have the one at the place that you're at, like part of it.
Yeah, I want to get one like when I build my house.
Yeah, this nigga over here was just dropping off earlier today. I hate to say this, but he's like, yeah, look at this house I grew up. It's my $2 million aunt's house. I was like, what?
The one outside by Morrison?
Yeah.
The one that we were looking up? Yeah.
That's a fucking nice-ass house. It's a little too white for me on this side. But
like the Olympic pool and everything? Yeah.
With the wood. That's what I meant.
It's like a cabin.
The pool's fine.
It's like a big cabin.
I mean, that's what it is, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's
nice.
It doesn't have to look like a cabin on the inside. I like the exterior cabin look, but like the interior, like, I'm fucking trying to live in the woods.
We used to climb around and like play treasure.
But it is a nice-ass house.
Like, it was actually fun. I miss the house, honestly.
Yeah, I would too. I miss the mansion I grew up in. Fuck, I'm living in a shack, bro. This is a 2-bedroom, 400 square foot apartment.
Dude,
like,
so here's how we do it. We message the whole family, be like, hey, you guys want to all go stay at Tina's house? And then like,
Tina didn't even evolve solved it. She ain't even home.
We haven't even messaged it yet. We
just got
messaged everybody.
We know the back door unlocked. We sneak into the
And then
back.
we just
They won't
call
see
her
us in the
and
big
then,
house.
and then we go over and stay and just have fun. She had like a whole gaming area or whatever. They had like the deer hunt that was fun as fuck or whatever, pinball, all that shit.
Oh, like the arcade machines, even.
Yeah,
of course.
This man's probably getting splinters running around that wooden ass.
He goes walk up the stairs. Ah, fuck.
Make sure you wear your socks.
You actually got like 3 pairs.
Floors, all right?
Of course.
Okay.
You ain't wear no socks then.
Exactly. No, it was just fun growing up there. Like there's so much to do, whatever. We wouldn't have our phones on us, and it was like a getaway.
Not to ruin your memories, childhood memories, but I was gonna say this earlier and I forgot about it. Dolphins, they like gave them cameras. Like they gave them a thing with a camera on it.
Oh, a GoPro?
Yeah, like a little GoPro on something that a dolphin would play with. It brought it down to this little cave. Like it'd bring it down to these caves and just rape it. So that's another reason not to like dolphins. For Dustin there, but
No, dolphins are.
I think it'd be
that
badass
dolphin
to
would
surf
not
with dolphins.
overpower this man beast right here.
All right, Sasquatch over here.
It depends.
in the
Okay.
water,
Dustin would
in the
rip
water
that fucking
though,
thing up.
in the water though.
He would eat it.
Dude,
That's what I was about to say. It depends where I'm fighting the dolphin. Because if I'm in my home, I've got to. It depends what element we're in.
It's just flopping around,
Right?
Dustin's like, don't.
So, okay, if Dustin's taken at least 6 Xans, right? I'm fighting this whole dolphin's family. It don't matter, and I'm winning. The next day, I'm wearing dolphin boots, dolphin everything. My fucking car's got dolphin interior now, and it don't matter. Dolphin's extinct. But if he catches me, like I wake up. And
Whack
like,
it in the Clinton pool.
No, like that first hour or 3 before, like I've woken up for the day, like between 11 and 2 p.m.
Withdrawn after 6 dances.
Bro, he's like,
The next day, oh, bro.
Bro, the dolphin says, "Take a break. I gotta go run some."
His grandson's gonna find your ass, bro. He wants.
I love going alive. They got a whole generation that hate this nigga now. And they
You're out for
trained.
vengeance, bro.
I made the
catch your
fucking-
ass lacking in the Clinton pool,
Made
bro.
the first dolphin Hitler. He hates all black people. They don't know the difference.
All black people with purple hair.
Oops. Sorry, Uzi. No, not Uzi. Not Uzi. We gotta keep this man. He's all I got, Him and Chance, but Chance ain't doing shit except let me down.
Just getting
I
yelled
was
at
gonna
by
say-
Kanye.
Did you see that fucking video, bro?
I was listening to.
Sit your ass down and listen to my Christian music before you go home. I'm like, what?
He's probably yelling at him for lying.
Chance probably
After he met Kanye, he said he wasn't gonna fail.
I met Kanye West. I'm never going to fail. No,
We on an ultralight beam.
that's such a good song. So that verse, like that song in general,
I got talk. I can't not talk.
PTSD.
PTSD's good. Channel Verse was good on that, and
I
he
was
even still got
listening-
hate for it, which sad.
I was listening to the singles that he dropped, like the "You Might Need Security." I
Oh,
like that
okay.
song.
Well, those were old. Those were before the album, and I liked all 4 of those singles. 65th, fucking Wallet Cam, My Need Security is probably my least favorite. What the fuck? This bullshit.
Listen to
Every
my
other time,
podcast.
we got some people complaining like, "Why
Hey,
you
this
gotta
beat's
rape
on
me?"
the
in
way.
the ear? Is it really?
No.
Oh man. Of course not. Let's order some yen ching.
Fucking.
I know. We do
All
say
my-
we
all
do
my
say
homies
fuck yen
hate
ching.
Yen Ching.
I do too, because their food's
Bro,
not
my
even that
cat's gone
good.
missing. It's been missing.
Oh no. Oh no, let's go fucking get them out. We gotta get 4 orders,
We gotta
though.
get meow meow back.
You might have to get a pint to get them all back, though. You know what I mean? The large meal.
2 entrees and an appetizer.
2 for 30.
Somebody on Twitter was talking about how much cheaper Switzerland, or how much more like they get paid in Switzerland.
Dude, I saw that,
But
and
then-
I didn't know
but they-
enough if it was true or not.
No, they do get
And you
paid
didn't
more.
retweet it.
No.
See, Dustin's a better person than most of you.
No,
Okay.
the thing is, they get paid a lot more, but their cost of living is also a lot more expensive. than
But-
us.
Okay, so that may be true. But
Like a burger
Switzerland,
over there from McDonald's is like 15 francs for 15 euros.
but it's so ridiculous, though, because,
Which is-
like, in college, I was learning about how just different countries have. Oh, there's a coin.
To USD.
I was sitting on it, not on purpose. But no. So in Switzerland specifically, you have like 4-day work weeks. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
only 8 hours. You're not expected to ever work more than 8 hours, and that's including a 1-hour lunch break. So you're and paid. You know what I'm saying? Then you're guaranteed at least 2 weeks of vacation paid every year. And if you don't use it, it don't go away. It stacks type shit. Because most countries have the belief if their employers are happy, they're going to increase production. Even with a 3-day weekend, quote, production should go down. Production has gone up or even stayed the same, which is still decent, you know what I mean? For paying them less, but more eventually because wages are higher, but they're doing less work, but more work. You know what I mean? And everyone's just happier. And it's like, okay, we see multiple countries do that type of shit, and the United States still isn't willing to try something because it sounds so radical.
Pump.
Okay.
Yeah, just pump them real quick. So ADM decided to do that.
Okay.
They decided to switch it over to 4 days a week.
I know I did. I'm sorry.
To 4 days a week, and you get it. That's my water.
Sorry, sir.
Okay.
So quickly, that's my water.
I even chewed my cap up so I couldn't put it on, and I thought I'd remember, but I didn't.
Stay with it.
So ADM
But
did what?
ADM, a lot of their contractors switched over to 4 days a week. So
412s?
410s.
Well, so, you know what I mean? I was like, 412s even would be decent, but 410s is better.
And a lot of the production has gone up because of that.
That's what I'm saying because, okay, I know people say this all the time, but for real, tired of being tired. Like, you should not, this is what I was saying before, no one in this world should work their entire lives and still not be able to fucking live. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean,
Like,
they'll
I don't
easily
give a
replace you just as quick as you fucking pass away or you get hurt on the job.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give a fuck about you. I mean,
That's the other thing.
That's why I joined the union, because they actually care. They're going to secure me a job and make sure that I'm working.
Yeah.
So,
when I was like having that breakdown, I was like, I'm dropping out of school. I'm fucking moving to Montana. It was mostly because of
2 weeks ago.
Every day. But I'm finishing school, but I'm not.
Last time I made a podcast with you, that was being said. So it hasn't been that long, Dustin.
I know, but okay. Just to say, it's because I don't want that type of work field where I'm having to work 9 to 5. I mean, called in on fucking Christmas. Can't go see my 6 kids' birthday or something. You know what I mean?
well, see, that's the thing. They just, in the union, you can tell them to go fuck themselves.
Exactly.
And that's what I like about it. Everyone around there is a lot happier. Everyone's making, that's a fucking journeyman, is making $36 an hour in this area. So everyone's pretty happy. But what? Do what? I don't even know what you do there. No. Electrical.
See, I don't know how to do electricity.
You want to
and not die.
I mean, it's not hard.
Tom barely does.
They literally true. But I did figure out right before I left. It took 5 journeymen to try to figure this out. They couldn't figure it out. I put a transformer back together. And it took us 4 days. And the first year, with 1,600 hours, figured it out with guys with 20 years of experience. So,
if I needed to throw something away, could I put it in that box?
We have to get rid of it eventually.
Is that like a
There
box?
is a trash can.
yeah, there's a thing called a trash can.
I couldn't see it. I was looking.
People,
We're not bougie enough to have them in cupboards, so I don't know why you can't see it.
I looked.
Yeah.
That's it right by the door.
It's not one of those
Jeffrey
trash
Dahmer?
cans that's hidden in a drawer in the kitchen. Like,
Aren't those so whack? Because, I mean, okay, it makes it look nicer for hiding in the house. But now it's a small-ass trash can. I'm replacing this bitch probably once a day, maybe twice, because I'm fucking drinking water bottles or something. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck a small trash can. I hate that type of shit.
Don't make that much trash.
I knew she was going to say that because she was yelling at me for not using fucking recycling bin.
Okay, well, time out. I agree with that.
I don't know what the day
You
is.
drink so many water
I don't know what the
bottles,
day
it would
is.
just make more sense.
Oh, well, yeah, I was also about to say that, too. Like, you should invest in a water bottle, my guy.
Yeah, that too.
I have one, and I didn't use it for a couple of days after.
Oh, time out, though. How's the sink water, like, tap? Is it good here?
No.
But you could get one of
It's
those,
Clinton
like,
Island,
the purifiers.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the
That you
thing.
screw
I
right
drink
into the
any
faucet.
tap water.
That
I
I'm
grew up
renting?
with a well. You know what I mean? The fucking Fulton
Dude,
house.
well water
Well
is
water-
amazing.
No. We had our own well. And so we had like 2 water softeners. It didn't matter. We needed 7. You know what I mean? We had iron in our water. But that's what I'm used to.
No, I like
so
iron water.
normal water, like this, you probably say it's bad. I'll drink it like this is fucking delicious tap
It's
water.
not bad. Don't listen.
But here's the other part. I need my water to always be like ice cold. You know what I mean?
It can get cold.
Like I need.
You might
That's
have
why I have the Hydro Flask always, because I got fucking ice cubes in this bitch. She's staying cold for at least a week.
Okay,
you know?
but yeah, no. The bottle that I have, I got from NIU from Good Times. But anyways, I had some like fruity drink in it or whatever. I dumped it out, but I didn't wash it out right
The old
away.
Malibu one too.
It was UV blue and something else. I didn't make it, but
What are we, 14?
UV blue and
I
lemonade.
didn't make it, but yeah.
Lemonade.
No, probably. But anyways.
Fucking high schoolers.
I
This
swear
is
to
a
God.
big-
For real.
No, I'll make a drink. I wish I
So-
drank still.
I'm trying to be sober until my birthday.
You too?
That's a round of applause for ourselves.
Thank you.
Hey, wait, you too?
I drank a beer last night.
Oh, shit! Hey, man, we all need one every once in an hour.
Sometimes you gotta start over. That's what I
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna have to return my coin.
Relapse.
yeah,
you
you
put it in the
relapse.
machine, it comes out a quarter, one day.
relapse
One day
again. You relapse.
Dustin likes to prolapse.
Or a beer pops out as you put in a quarter.
Prolapse.
But no, this bottle had some juice in it, and I just dumped it out instead of rinsing it out. And then I went to go open it to put water in it the other day, and there was like some nastiness that was in there. And so I put bleach in my bottle.
No, I just throw them away after that. That's
It's a nice metal
Is that
bottle.
why there's a plate under it that
So
says
don't drink this?
Probably
Because
has
it's
a-
water and bleach? Yeah. And
So I was
so
like, are you
I
reminding
was wondering
yourself?
about that the other day, actually.
I was wondering about
I
that
was
too when I
curious.
walked in.
Yeah.
I thought about
See,
just
here's the
drinking.
problem. Connor, when I've had like that situation before, I've done it with you soak it in bleach, but either have this fine line of where like, okay, it's always gonna smell like what you had before, like that nasty smell, or now it's always gonna smell like bleach and you think you're drinking bleach, and that's fine.
See,
What about Tupperware? What about Tupperware where you
He
put
said that's
spaghetti in?
fine.
All right.
And you don't touch it for a month.
Yeah,
And you're like,
you know.
oh shit.
And it's got that the red tomato in it. It
Oh,
looks
time
like
out, time
Donald
out, time
Trump.
out. You know what I just found out? I don't know how true this is, so I don't know if I should say this, but it's not that important. You know how
What?
Tupperware gets stained like that?
Did you
And,
say
like,
porn? What?
no, it's not that
Oh.
important.
Important.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so I haven't shared this yet. I was born without a tongue, right? And so I have a speech impediment. I don't know how true this is. I made that up. But not the tongue part, the speech impediment. I just slur over my words a lot. But I was born without a tongue. They had to cut my tongue. Like, it was connected. You know what I mean? Like this. So they had to cut it so I can move my
Okay,
tongue.
they can't see it though, so you're gonna have to explain it audibly.
Okay, so that thing that holds your tongue down, it held my tongue down all the way. So, like, I couldn't ever move my tongue as a kid, so they would just snip, snip, you know?
Okay.
But, like, I don't remember this. It's not, like, a traumatic event. But I blame that on me messing up.
So your tongue was circumcised, but you weren't.
Okay, first off, this needs to be solved right now. Okay. Because, check this out. For everyone here, they don't know, me and Connor have some history just because we showered together. Miss those
That's
days.
a level of intimacy that you really can't.
Don't you miss a
recreate.
locker room shower, bro?
For real.
Mm.
What,
Take me
the guy with the biggest dick swinging his dick around?
back. Not me. I told you I have a white dick. Dray's got the
I
black
was
dick.
14 at the time, so it wasn't me yet either.
But that's what I'm saying. First off, okay.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
Thank
Leave me
you.
alone.
Thank you. And I told Connor, I was like, bro, I don't want to show you this because I'm not that type of guy. But if you want to see me hard, I will show you hard. You're just going to get self-conscious about yourself, you know? And he's like, I need to see it because I've seen it before. I was like, no, you've seen it in a locker room when we're fucking dicks swinging in the cold water because half the time the hot water don't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because everyone's already taking the long-ass showers.
Yeah.
Varsity.
Yeah, and you know what? This nigga didn't even play past sophomore year. So, like, he knew me when I was a fucking bitch boy, too. You know what I mean? In the locker room getting fucking shit on by the upperclassmen and the teachers even. Teachers get in on it. Fucking, I got ice bucket thrown at me once on accident, but, like,
That's why you got a big head.
bro, I literally dropped to my knees. I'm like, Vanderbilt, why would you do this to me? I'm like crawling on all fours, naked now. He's like, get the fuck up. You know, what are you doing here? I was like, what are you doing? You just threw ice water at me.
So listen, if you guys didn't know Dustin from more than like 2-3 years ago, he was like one of the most dramatic fucking people I knew, and it was one of the best things about the locker room is because someone would say some shit, and Dustin, instead of just being like, no, he'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? And just go in. It's miss that too.
No, and so it got worse throughout high school too because like as teachers started fucking like, oh, he's
They'd feed into it.
yeah, and like I would get away with so much more. Like next thing you know, Abbott, he ain't telling me to stop yelling or cuss. He's like, Dustin, he's like, if you're gonna cuss like this, we got the door open. Keep it down a little bit. I said,
Shut the
can
door,
do, chief.
please. I can't wait for the train to be in the recording.
Oh fuck me.
Sounds like our second ad break's coming up.
Yeah. Fuck. Why not? Let's just do it.
Ad break.
And we're back! Yeah! Give me some of that. Ah! All right, we're fucking back and we got some shit to prove. So, Connor.
You don't have a camera.
Oh, I can't do it on scene. But I was talking about starting an OnlyFans, so I might just have to send Connor the fucking preview first.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start one too.
Just make sure the
Mine's going to be Jackass Addiction.
See, the thing about guys' OnlyFans OnlyFans though is that they have to be a little bit more tasteful. You know what I mean? You
Want
can't
to want to get canceled on OnlyFans again?
Sharpie and Pooper.
Okay, see, I'll tell this one off camera. But
Joey.
that's it. That's it. Did you see what I did?
No, I saw.
I didn't know that was a subject. I was like, who else could it have been about? Who the fuck's publicly saying fuck OnlyFans? You know, and that's not how I meant it. Okay, because I was saying this before. I'm not against OnlyFans by any means.
Exactly.
But like I was saying, where I was like,
support your local small businesses.
Yeah, I support my friends and their small businesses.
it's like this though.
Big businesses.
If everyone you know how I was saying everyone should be promised like a decent living, right? If everyone had a good minimum wage, if we had like promised money where people weren't stressing,
as fuck.
you know what I mean? Like they weren't saying, "Oh, I have to be able to pay rent or something," you know. I
Go
don't
in the military.
think
You don't have any bills.
oh, that's a bad idea. No offense, I don't like the military, but that's just me. I've not known anyone who's like, "I'm happy with my decision to have joined the military." They're getting fucked up either mentally, they're getting underpaid because of what they do. You know what I mean? They do seem like they have benefits until they realize they're signing away their entire fucking lives.
So
I'll fucking suck those toes right now, Keith, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Bro.
my dad said that the Marines is one of the best experiences in his life. But I will say, on top of that, the reason he left was because of all the extra bullshit he had to do. So like at one point, like he had a lot of great experiences, but overall he left for a reason. Like otherwise, if it was so great, he would have stayed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so, okay. Back it up. Okay. Because this agrees with
What
this
about
too, though.
OnlyFans?
Both with OnlyFans and the military, if there was no financial aspect of it involved, if I wasn't doing this because I needed money, and like with OnlyFans, I feel like a big percentage of it is because they need the money or want the extra money. So let's say this. Everyone was getting the $1,200 a month from like UBI, like they want, you know, where everyone's getting that. And then people were still making OnlyFans. I'd be like, yeah, decent. If you're confident and you want to do that, you want to sell that, that's fine. But there's a lot of people where I feel like they're doing it because there's a lot of like financial crisis. We're in a fucking pandemic. We're in a fucking, you know what I mean?
We're in the panorama, bro.
For real. People are getting fired. They're getting laid off. Their jobs are unpromised. It's up in the air. And that's what makes it sad to me because it's like, and then you get people where their OnlyFans aren't even doing as good as they want. You got the ranges of like $5 a month. And I'm like, oh man, like have some more self-respect, you know? But that's me just saying that like, I want them to succeed. And I feel like if that's why they're doing it because they need money, I just feel bad for them in the end because I'd rather just pay them. You know what I mean? I'd rather just pay them. Ask me for money. I'll be like, yes, I will help you. But
hey, bro, can I get $1 million?
it is a service. I understand that as well. Like, it's not like they're just getting money, you know.
It's not charity to them.
Exactly.
I think that's one of the benefits too.
I think so as well. But I just imagine a generation from now, like 20 years, we got people who are fucking
Finding their mom's OnlyFans.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna have my kid bully other kids. Tell your mom to post more anal vids.
The COD lobbies are gonna be awful, bro.
I can't wait.
So check this out. I know this girl. It's not even a Clinton person. It's not even in this state. But, and this is before like OnlyFans was as mainstream as it is. A couple years ago, she was like a cam girl, you know? I was like, okay, whatever. Eventually, she stopped doing it. And a month or two later, there was this big data breach. And it was mostly affecting cam websites. And it exposed all those usernames, like their information because of banking, where they live, their real name. Now, this girl that did this,
thinking it was pretty anonymous.
This is also on her for this part, but the same name that was like her Instagram handle and Snapchat handle was also the name for the cam website.
Is this a friend of someone that we know?
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Anyways, so when you look up that username now on Google, all you see is everything. It doesn't matter. Google's not going to, like, you know what I mean? It's not even filtered. So it's like, okay, that's one of the first things jobs do when they try to hire someone is look through their social media feeds and even just their username. And that's going to pull that up and it's going to make their person's life very hard for the rest of them.
Their username isn't like a unique username.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just their name.
And so I feel bad for her, but once again, she kind of did it to herself in that situation. Doesn't mean she deserves it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's sad to me, but I don't know. At the same point, though, the world is becoming more progressive. Maybe like 10 years from now, we'll all be walking naked in the streets. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
they're already doing it in fucking France.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Meat swinging,
Yeah.
cheeks in the wind.
A brisk
My balls just swinging in the wind.
Not this Midwest weather, bro. Fuck me. Next thing you know, you got your balls frozen as you're pushing your car.
A big leaf covering my genitals.
But it's the same with the military where I was saying that, like, I don't think that many people would do it. If you know what I mean, if that's where you wanted to go into for a field, I'd say go for it. But like, if you're doing it because I have no other option, I can't afford school because I'm in a family of 4. You know what I mean? It's like that's just such a sad and targeted system with the military. I don't like it.
And OnlyFans.
I don't like it. The OnlyFans is, you know what I mean? It's not as bad as the military. The military is definitely worse. But no, for real.
What did Furious from Boys in the Hood say? The army is no place for a black man.
Are we dropping a quote like I was supposed to know that?
That's a great.
Yeah, well, I just
You need to watch it.
No, do I need to watch it? I haven't seen a lot of movies. I said that earlier, but like I don't watch a lot of movies where like scary movies. I don't watch that. Not doing that.
We've been watching quite a bit lately.
Because it's such a weird thing to me. Like, why would I pay to make myself feel discomfort?
One of my favorite.
I'm not going to pay for someone to come punch me.
On the discomfort part. So I've always wanted to make myself uncomfortable because then I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable. So then when I want to push, and go places, and it makes me uncomfortable.
It's not as unsettling as what it would be. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but like, how many times are you finding yourself in like a situation?
How many times do you have to microdose? How many times do you have to microdose your uncomfortableness to where it actually affects your tolerance?
I don't.
One of my favorite memories of
horror movies is
going through the high school
haunted
house.
No,
still did that.
No.
Me too. It was always a good time, and now we're in a panorama, so it's never gonna happen. But
panorama?
Yeah, we're in a panorama. I've said it 5 times, and you're just like, yeah, we are.
I guess life is a picture. No, I'm just joking.
But that one's pretty good too. I know that's a good one. But yeah, no, that was one of my favorite memories because it was literally all of us walking through, knowing kind of what the rooms were like. Because if you're working in the rooms,
dude, I freaked out when I realized we had to go through because I agreed to help someone in their room, like, you know, just scaring people. And they're like, okay, now the rooms get to go through the rest. I was like, no, that wasn't part of the deal. And I'm fucking going through this fucking haunted high school for like high schoolers, you know? It's not that scary.
But there are like
freaking out.
There are like hidden walls and stuff. So like you look over here because someone's like screaming at you. And then all of a sudden someone walks through a hidden wall that wasn't there 2 seconds ago, and they're right there screaming at you next. Like, it was pretty good for, like, just high school fucking shop class money.
I think the best haunted houses are the ones when you, like, know the people that are working there. Because you get scared, but then, like, 2 seconds after, like, you recognize who they are.
I will say it was better like, there. Do you remember when we went to the fucking Comanche one? Cordova? Yeah. I literally picked this bitch up and almost threw her. And, you know? Like, this girl who was with us, and I literally, like, I was that terrified.
Well, see, I like being
scared. That was
scared.
A good time.
I don't mind being scared. I went to the one in Chicago, the haunted prison.
Yeah.
Where they use live animals and shit like that.
No. What? Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't
live animals for what?
They had like
pig's blood.
Like
that's what I was thinking.
They had cockroaches in aquariums, and you had to walk past them. They're climbing over.
No, I'm saying like bugs
they had
and
tarantulas.
Shit, yeah. Nope. But like they're also famous for like using pig's blood instead. Like so instead of fake blood, they use pig's blood because it looks human.
Use real blood.
Me too.
Tarantulas.
Fuck that. No, I'm never going there.
No, just the artwork that the time that it takes them to get through that is why they're. It was on the Destination Travels channel or whatever. It was number, I don't know, back in like 2010, I think it was number 3 in the country. So.
Let's say fucking shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
but it's nice when you don't get scared and you bring a girl with you.
See, I just don't like the idea of paying for that. Like, it's such discomfort and like
it's expensive as fuck too.
Now I'm driving at night. I'm scared as fuck, looking into like woods and shit. Like, oh fuck, what's gonna kill me tonight? You know what I mean? One of my biggest fears are seeing. Yeah.
Are you gonna sumo wrestle Dustin? Why not working?
Abby said she'll braid your pubes.
No, I never said that. Actually, you said that.
Hey, want to know something crazy? How was your testicular examination at Mercy? Can you talk about that? Because you only talk about the price and the pain.
$1,100 for a.
Not 1,100 ultrasound. Not
Wait, when this happened?
The day I came back.
Oh, for
and the nuts were hurting
for what?
From Albania.
My balls
Yeah, they're swole.
No, just one was in pain.
December 1st after November.
I was afraid, dude. Thought it was game over for my testicle.
He thought he wasn't going to be game.
All right, so
you should have just sold it on the black market, 60 grand.
Oh, they didn't really give me an answer. They just said everything looks good.
No, what's the procedure like? What'd you do?
Oh, they
dip your balls in?
They jerked it a little bit. They sure you get nut all right.
You just said lay here, take your pants off, and cover your meat with this little blanket, and just leave your nuts out.
A little beat sheet.
Like, was it a CAT scan or what?
No, it was an ultrasound.
Oh.
Wait, so
literally,
they were checking for
put gel on your nuts?
Yeah, and then
not bad. My nuts are kind of hurting, bro.
Oh, no, it didn't hurt. It was pretty cool, actually. It was just weird because we were having like a
I heard it's cold. Is it cold?
Yeah, it felt nice though.
Was it a hot nurse at least?
She was a nice, pretty lady, but she was a little too old for my liking, I guess.
She'd take you home. Be a little sugar mama.
It was weird. We were having like a full blown conveation.
She's just touching your nuts.
Yeah, she's over here like checking my balls and stuff.
That's their job.
They called her in from Davenport.
Really?
I waited like 40 minutes.
She's the nut specialist in the Midwest.
Because they don't have like ultrasound equipment.
Okay. Imagine that. Which is
fucking
shitty
stupid.
ass.
I don't know.
Why the fuck
that's why it
that
costs so
was?
much.
Yeah. Because it was like $1,100 after.
I thought it was 11,000.
After, bro?
No, it said like the original price was like 30 grand.
Yeah.
I said, no thanks, take it back, I guess.
You just have the nut.
What
So,
the fuck?
So like my whole thing is because
They did blood work on me too and everything, and they're like,
still,
yeah,
blood
everything
work
looks
isn't
good.
Super expensive to be honest.
No, they're like, everything looks good.
But I guess like
give it a couple more
Did
days.
she say, "Oh, your meat's getting happy to see me"?
No, it was cold, bro. It was chilly.
Is there a breeze going for the meat sheet?
It
Or
looked
are
like
you happy to see me?
It looked like a field mouse in the winter.
Kill you right now.
Why?
No, we got the fucking mic settings got changed, and the fucking in the episode's gonna be all fucking different types of audio levels.
How did it mic say?
Because you fucking kicking the fucking bottom of the mic. the little slider bar right here, which they're gonna fucking hear this right now. It's gonna sound ridiculous. No, fucking get your nasty ass gorilla toes out of here, bro. I'm fucking tired of this. I'm Team Godzilla now.
No, Team Monkey.
That's
Bro, did you see that one meme of Godzilla wearing the monkey in a little like the Hangover?
Time out here. Okay, so
The baby.
do you want to make predictions? Who's gonna win? I know what's gonna happen.
Well,
I feel like.
Mechagodzilla is gonna show up.
It's
and they're
Kong
gonna fight
because right
together.
now Godzilla is king of the monsters, and they just call him Kong. And how you gonna become King Kong? You gotta beat the king. You gotta become the king.
You don't think he's gonna? Okay.
I think
Yeah,
they're gonna
he's
team up at the
Kong
end.
ain't as big as
It's gonna be like a
skyscraper.
Justice League
Godzilla
He is now.
You know what I
He's
saw?
big.
Batman versus Superman.
He took steroids.
Because the movie
They just
the
said
first-
they're gonna have
Martha?
Mothra.
Mothra. They're
That's
gonna
fine.
start fighting.
The first King Kong movie, he was young, and the new
Yeah,
one,
he's
it's
still
been like
growing.
50 years.
Oh, he was grown
Still
nigga
growing.
now.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
growing.
he's big now.
Because people are like, why is he so big now?
It's been
They
like,
even said in the movie he's
it's
still
been like 60 years later. Like yeah, so he's big now.
He's a
Do you
grown
believe
man.
there are any land mammals that could possibly get that big on
No.
uncharted territory?
Lobsters can. Lobsters
Land
can.
animal.
You ever seen a
Lobster
pistol
goes on
shrimp?
land.
Dude,
Lobsters.
I know we had like a whole
Lobsters
day
can
of
raise
conversation
pickup.
about pistol.
So okay, here's the thing about lobsters, right?
They're immortal biologically, or
Yeah,
like age-wise, they're immortal.
they could
They
get
won't
to the
die
size.
from age.
They can't because they can't keep up with the food. How much food they would need for their body to process and stay alive. Half the
So
time
they
they just
starve?
they
So they
just
can
starve to death.
So they can starve.
After
They become
hundreds of years,
resistant.
like 100-year-old lobster
Yeah.
will just starve to death.
If I could
But-
just die from that.
And like
I would never die.
it was a study they showed like if he had like the unlimited amount of
don't have
food,
food?
lobsters get up to the size of a Boeing jet,
I'm like
and that'd be
sunrise.
about where it would stop before it would collapse upon its own weight. You know?
on land.
Yeah, on land.
That's
A Boeing
Wild.
fucking jet, and that would just be if you're feeding this lobster.
whoa! Look up a lobster right now. The biggest lobster they've ever.
Oh, well, can do, kangaroo, bro.
All right, Joe Rogan hopping on the laptop looking up
Sam, Alex.
Oh, look at this guy. Holy shit! I don't know if this is real though. This guy. I mean, that's long,
That looks like a crayfish. But
right? Well, fuck me. I don't know my difference of fucking whatever these are called, crustaceans.
good
It's
job.
big.
Yeah,
Too
he's
right.
that's for sure. But yeah, no. So like,
That's a heck of a lobster tail.
besides
Besides
being eaten, starving, they're immune to like not immune, but they have a resistance to diseases.
No, this ain't big.
So like all this shit they are resistant to. There's only a few ways that they can die naturally, because otherwise they just fucking are immortal age-wise.
See, that ain't real.
They don't die by age, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And Dustin said it perfectly, and I'm still trying to repeat it.
That's okay, Connor.
What about an
Can I get my
anaconda?
flow back?
Anacondas, so
They're fucking ridiculous.
they're big, but they were bigger. Like when it was hotter,
What happened, bro?
it cooled down. Global cooling.
Well, guess what? We got global warming now, so
Yeah, they're gonna get bigger.
that's all right.
It's alright.
I'd be
It's
cool.
It's gonna be like Rise of the Planet of the Snakes.
I'm tired of these
motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
What movie is
Not
that?
even a good movie, but it was a good quote.
I know, but I've never seen it.
And never seen
I've never seen it either, but I think
I
have.
Jackson.
I haven't
fan.
seen a lot of movies. I say this all the time.
Fake fan.
If it doesn't have Seth Rogen, I probably haven't seen it. That's sad.
What?
That's sad.
Tasteless.
I know.
Seth
What?
Rogen's even good.
Like I hadn't even
Actually,
watched
that's
Star
a-
Wars until like 2016 or 2017.
Same with
Binged
Drayton.
them all.
Drayton hasn't watched Star Wars until very recently.
Now he's got a
Drayton's,
You guys
lightsaber.
are garbage.
so Drayton's probably the same way with me though.
Fake
You
fan.
We
are
watched-
to swine.
We watched a lot of the same movies. Fucking-
I don't think I've ever seen all of Pineapple Express.
Oh, that's a
Hitman
shame.
3 came out?
That's a
Ooh,
real
shut
shame.
up.
What do you mean you've never
Oh, we have a
seen
movie
Pineapple
night?
Express?
I've never seen all of Pineapple Express. I always get to the same point,
Where?
and then
Good ass movie.
The ending's probably the best part
Yeah,
too, where they're fucking eating
actually.
shit in the brunch. The brunch.
Let me think.
I love any movie with Ryan Reynolds in it.
Ryan
You
Reynolds
ever
was
seen
decent.
Pineapple Express?
I have.
I'm so proud of you.
The guy comes over to his house, the drug dealer. So,
Yeah.
so James Franco.
You
okay.
realize there's like 5 drug
I
dealers.
know. Hang
in
on.
this
Let me
game.
think. Let me try and word this out. So James Franco's boss,
Yeah,
and he's got his buddy who he thinks is his buddy.
Yeah.
But he's
Well, they go to his house with a neck brace.
yes.
Oh my
That's
God.
the furthest I
dude,
saw.
that's the best part where they
Cat.
fucking. This is my cat's birthday. It would have been,
It would have been.
Do you do that with your? Oh.
or when he's getting his
That's
fucking.
it.
They're
With your
fighting and
TV,
shit.
With
Go
your
ahead,
TV.
go ahead.
With your TV. You cut me off.
What?
Nothing.
Why you gotta open up old wounds, Connor?
Yeah,
Fucking.
Connor.
We're trying to fucking forgive and forget over here. Fucking break one TV 10 years ago. I'm still getting chased by it.
Keith, I hate you. Delete that right now.
It's
Bro.
already done.
Oh man. Okay. What are we even recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh, we are.
Okay, Jesus, I was like, that's whack.
This is the fucking flashback to the first episode.
Yeah.
First episode ever.
Oh my God, me, Dustin, and Devin.
Me, Dustin, and Devin.
I
Woo!
didn't graduate, okay?
Grammar Nazi.
Dustin, Devin, and I were in Moline. We recorded like 3 hours of the podcast, not knowing that the app only allowed up to 1 hour.
Yeah.
And we didn't like check the phone or anything.
We just thought it was
first
recorded the
one.
whole time because, you know, it was the
And-
first episode.
And he like opens his phone. He's like, okay, and that'll be all. And he looks down. He's like, guys, we haven't been recording for the last like at least hour.
Right.
And so he goes ahead and he's just like, let's see what we cut off at. And it was like so much good shit was missed
Yeah.
and it's gone forever.
And I don't even remember what we were talking about. And I know by that time it was like 2 a.m. We're all tired. We started to drive to Clinton from Moline. So it's like, fuck. We did like a half hour, like, hey guys, we know we fucked up.
Yeah, literally, if you listen to the first episode, it ends with Dustin being like, well, don't know what happened to the rest of that audio. Have a good one. Stay soft. And
That's
that
why I
was it.
say, okay, I say that because it's a good mantra, I feel. You know, you don't fucking think with your dick like that.
So stay soft.
Mm-hmm. We also say stay dry, though.
Because
You know?
we want to be inclusive.
Gender
of
inclusive.
both.
But I don't know how to include the fucking 14 other genders, so, you know.
I said it before I did.
Here I go get canceled again.
All two genders. Huh?
Oh, hey, well, luckily, this is what I'll say about
Oh,
this.
we got him on something.
I personally will say there's 2 genders. I understand where there's the genders where people can be like, I'm in transitioning process, you know, but I'm going to still say there's only 2 genders. I understand there's multiple sexualities, but anyways, people can tell me whatever they want. They could say I identify as this gender and I don't care, you know, good for you. You know, it doesn't affect me, but
As long as your gender doesn't involve like punching me in the face or something, then I'm pretty.
I don't know. It's just weird to me because like,
If it's not directly negative, like negatively and
impactful.
directly
I may not
impacting
understand
my
it,
life,
but I'm
I don't
okay with
care.
it. It's just,
You can
you
do
know?
whatever you want.
and like, there's
can
such
be a
differences
silverfish, I
between
wouldn't
gender and sexuality too. I feel like that needs to be distinguished. That's weird to say, but you know what I mean? People
Once
can,
it
okay.
becomes,
like Trisha Paytas, right? Do you know who this is?
No.
Anyone? Okay.
Unfortunately,
Oh, you do? Do you? What does she identify as? A gay trans man, right?
Yeah. So
because she's a gay trans woman, okay, because she was a man she felt like she's a man, who's gay because she's attracted to men,
Born with a penis or born with a vagina?
Born with a vagina.
Okay. Transitioning into the male gender.
Nope. She thinks she was born a man. Already had, like, you know what I'm saying? And so it's
Does
like
she stand up and pee?
I couldn't tell you. Don't know. This is a celebrity. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Okay, but this one
I thought you knew this person personally.
No. That's what I'm saying though. Like,
wait, is it the person from Umbrella Academy?
No,
that's the only trans person I know of.
That's Elliot Page. Page.
See, okay.
He didn't get canceled.
I support. I support Elliot. No, I didn't mean to laugh about that because I do support Elliot.
That's just as nervous laughs. Don't.
No, it reminded me because I used to call one of my friends.
Fun.
I used to say Ricky looks a lot like Ellen Page. So when I found out she transitioned, I was like, "You still look like Elliot."
Doesn't matter how they identify because you still look like him.
Yep. But no, it's like I understand there's multiple genders and multiple sexualities. It's just that I don't necessarily relate to it, It's the same with, like, I don't want to bring this out, but like when people say
he's gonna do it anyway,
like racism, right? Oh, you can't be upset about that. Well, it's like, well, you don't know how they feel being discriminated against. You know what I mean? And it's like, you could say that I understand there's racism, but you will never understand how it feels to be on the end of the, you know what I mean? You would have the best feeling of people hating you just because of how you look. It's like, bro. People at Hy-Vee used to not like go in my aisle, I had this old wise black man though as my courtesy guy. I miss him, and he'd come. He's like, "Keep your head up, Dustin." I'm like, I ain't pissed about it. I just find it funny that these old ass white people are gonna stand in line 20 minutes longer because they don't come in my lane. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, but and then it's also funny because I'm light skinned. A lot of people don't know what I am, so they'll drop a lot of racist shit around me. I'm just laughing, But it's like, bro, okay. I had this person coming because I work at a vape store right now, and I have like a lot of the customers are gonna be yee people around this town. No offense. And it's just people, they'll come in and they'll start talking shit about like black people specifically to me. And I'm like, you know who you're talking to? Like, but I'm like, yeah, fuck them. Let's go get the fucking hoods out. I'm talking about I said, I voted for Trump, like, fuck them. They're ruining the fucking crime rate in this town. They're making my neighborhood go down. My fucking, house value went down because of fucking, not gonna say that.
What?
I was going to say a hard R, but I can't drop a hard R.
I walked into the hotel at the casino the other day, and one of the housekeepers was sitting there folding all of the white sheets, and she was like holding one up, spreading it apart. And I walked up to the window, and I was like, wow, looks like something you guys used to ride around in back in the good old days.
What I'm saying, bro.
She just looked at me like jaw dropped, confused. I just turned around and walked back. I was like, have a good day.
Keith gets away with so much.
He really does. It's inspiring.
It really is. I've never felt more free through someone else's, like living vicariously through someone else.
I know.
Than I keep saying things on video.
Wake up, nice guy.
Oh shit!
Wake up, neighbor.
You know what? I think we end it. I think we end it. We're over an hour.
Can't end it yet.
We
need to have a sing along.
It's only been.
It's about
CAMPFIRESONG.
Hey, we might get copyrighted. Nah, just fucking. Fucking last episode, I'm literally playing music.
Is it Happy Birthday not copyrighted now?
Is that true?
I'm pretty sure it fell
out.
I think after 50. I think after 50 years, you can use the song.
That makes sense. That's why Gravy samples a lot of like those old ass beats.
Because they fall off. The copyright fell off of the song and nobody.
Yeah, it's like 50 years. I'm pretty sure.
All right, we're ending it. We're gonna end it. It's been a good one though.
Good morning, good night, and good afternoon.
Tell them to stay soft.
Stay soft.
Stay dry.
That's not how I expected it, but G looks.